I'm Gabe, the lead developer for Online Staff Training and OnlineCampTraining.com. This is the first in a series of video tutorials where we'll be familiarizing you with our system. First, we should have given you a URL. It'll take you to a page similar to this one, except it should kind of be themed like your site. Next, we should have given you some login credentials. So we should log in here. It should take you to the Home tab right here. This right here gives you some basic information. The number of students that are in here, the number of student licenses you've purchased, and the number of student licenses used. Keep in mind that unless a student completes at least one module, they have not used a license. Okay, so let's begin by adding some students. In the Student tab, you'll see we already have some positions. Lifeguard, kitchen, cupcake eater. Nice. So let's begin by creating a new position. And this is going to be the, let's see here, awesome new position. And let's save that. Now if you need to edit it, click right here, change the name, press enter. You're done. It's saved. You can delete it here, and we can add right here. So let's add a couple new students. Perhaps some new staff members. So let's say awesome staff. We all want awesome staff, don't we? They're from Austin because they must be awesome. Awesome. Let's see here. Awesome staff 2. So we'll just invent some information here. Just for explanation purposes, press here to save. Of course, press here to cancel. This is interesting right here. We'll get to this when we get into the application builder. For right now, if you need to edit any of this information, click in the box, press enter when you're done. Fairly simple. One thing to remember here is we have the ability to move them around. So let's check both these boxes here, and then let's say we want to put them in unassigned, right? Unassigned is kind of an auto category that's there for students who aren't in any particular position. This way, if you want to move someone around or you kind of want to put them on hold, you can just drop them in unassigned. So you press this, and there we go. These two students are now in unassigned. Click here, click the arrow on awesome new position, and now they're back. Super simple. This button right here is the activate and deactivate. All this does is either allow them to log in or stop them from logging in. That's all it does nothing else. It's just a way of, say, if a student's finished, you can lock them out of the system, or you can lock all the students out till the system's ready, or whatever you want to do. So now that we have our awesome new position and our awesome new staff, we need to get these guys some content. They need to look through some content, perhaps a manual of some sort, and then take some quizzes on it. Let's click the Content tab. Now this is going to load up our content. As you can see, we have some sample stuff in here already. Alright, here's our positions. Here's some content and quizzes going on. So let's look over here at our modules. These are all the modules we have available. So let's begin this section by creating our own module. Click here. We'll call this, let's see here. Can't spell awesome. Awesome new module. Save it. You'll notice we automatically have a quiz. Every single module has to have a quiz. Even if it's one question, it has to have a quiz. So now let's click here and create some awesome new content. Isn't that awesome? Save there. Once again, this is an activate and deactivate. You can simply hide it from students if you wish. And this is delete. This, of course, is rename. All the stuff here is fairly simple. Alright, hide and show. So, now that we have some content and we have a quiz, let's go to content here. This will open up our content editor. As you can tell, it's fairly basic, right? Allows you to attach some files and change the title and then add some content. So let's begin by adding some content. Alright. So some of the basic features here, right? Well, Light this up here. Italic title. We'll make this a strike through. Right, this is all very, very basic. Look at the source code here if you really want to. Let's look though, this guy right here. Embedding images. Now what this allows us to do is to throw an image in there. So let's browse the server there. This is going to give us this little editor here that pops up. So let's insert our lion. We double click on it. There we go. I think it's a bit big, doesn't it? So let's shrink that down, what, 400 or so. There we go. Give it a little bit of space, right? There we go. Okay. Now we have a lion. Look at that. Isn't that great? If you need a little more space, just grab here at the bottom and drag it down. There we go. Have a little more space to work with. And so there we go. You know, you can add some more text, whatever you want to do. You can delete it fairly simply too. So let's go up here, let's save it. Alright, let's close that. And now we have awesome new content. So let's suppose the students come, they read our awesome new content. Now it's time to take a quiz. So let's click on the quiz here. And this allows us, of course, to change the title, to close it, or, of course, to add questions. So let's add a question. As you can see, it's fairly straightforward. We type the question in this box here. What is the lion's name? We'll assume we added the picture of the lion. And we'll say Leon or hamster. That was actually kind of cool. Now you can check all three if you wish, or one or two or whatever. Or you can add more if you want. You know, add as many answers as you want. Delete them if you want. Right? I'll just have 3 answers, and this one here is correct. Okay. Let's save it. Right, now we have a quiz. It has 1 question. Let's add a second question. What color is the lion? And we'll say green, yellow, tan. I'm going to say it's tan there. All right. Well, actually, we'll put yellow. If you click yellow and tan, no, let's just put tan. That's fine. He's tan. All right. So let's save that. All right. There we go. Now we have 2 questions. Right here, reorder them. You know, you can reorder them if you want. You don't have to. Yay. Delete them here. Click here, of course, is to edit the question. Very simple. Very, very simple. Let's close this. So now we have a bit of content, we have a quiz, and we have a new module. So now we want to assign this module to this awesome new position. Click here, click there, move. Bloop, there we go, it's moved. Matter of fact, click here, click here, click here, click here. Boom, now it's everywhere. Everyone's got the awesome new module. Isn't that great? You can also, by the way, you can also put these in a different order if you wish. Right? So if you have some that you use often, you can move them up to the top and kind of store them there. A very good idea. Okay, this concludes our first part of the walkthrough, where we took a look at adding students and creating content, quizzes in a module, and moving that over to the position so that the student can begin to take it. In our next step in this video series, we're going to have a look at public content, right? And then we're going to have a look at reports as well. And that concludes this tutorial.